Doggy style is one of the most well-known and preferred sexual positions across the world. But beyond its physical appeal, this position reveals fascinating insights into human psychology, emotional intimacy, and relationship dynamics. What seems like a purely physical act actually reflects deep mental and emotional patterns that explain why so many people find it exciting, powerful, and even emotionally bonding. Here are 6 surprising psychology facts about what doggy style says about us. It awakens primal instincts, according to psychologists. This position activates ancient evolutionary instincts tied to dominance and submission. It mirrors animal mating behavior, which stirs up feelings of power and vulnerability in both partners. These primal responses can heighten desire, connecting people to their raw, instinctive side. It builds emotional trust, even though it appears dominant. This position often requires a high level of trust and emotional openness. The receiving partner must feel safe and confident, allowing themselves to be fully vulnerable. This silent exchange of trust can strengthen emotional closeness between partners. It heightens sensory pleasure. Doggy style allows for deeper penetration and enhanced stimulation of sensitive areas like the G-spot. Psychologically, this can lead to stronger emotional reactions. As the brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the chemicals responsible for pleasure and bonding, deepening intimacy and satisfaction. It reflects personality traits. People who favor this position often score higher on openness and adventurousness. They enjoy novelty, confidence, and exploring new experiences. This preference may also indicate comfort with their body and a desire for both control and creativity in intimacy. It explores power dynamics. This position naturally introduces a play of control and surrender. While one partner takes the lead, the other lets go, creating a safe space to express dominance and submission in a consensual, playful way. For many couples, it becomes an exciting form of mutual exploration rather than control. It enhances visual connection because of the body angle. The penetrating partner can visually engage more, which increases visual stimulation, a key factor in male arousal. This visual connection adds intensity, confidence, and passion, blending physical pleasure with psychological attraction. In the end, doggy style isn't just a sexual position. It's a reflection of human desire, trust, and primal connection. It combines physical intensity with deep psychological meaning, showing how complex and emotional our intimate behaviors truly are. Part 2. The hidden psychology behind doggy style. While most people see doggy style as just a physical act, psychology reveals that it goes far deeper than appearance. This position is connected to how our brains process dominance, desire, and connection, 3 of the strongest motivators in human relationships. The dominant-submission balance. In many cases, people are not consciously aware of why they're drawn to certain positions. Doggy style symbolizes a safe exchange of control. One person takes the lead, while the other lets go of power. This doesn't mean it's about control in real life, but rather a psychological balance that allows both partners to explore hidden aspects of themselves. For some, it's empowering to lead. For others, it's freeing to surrender. Both experiences stimulate the reward centers of the brain, which explains the intensity many people feel during the act. The link between body and emotion, our bodies and minds, are deeply connected. When the physical connection feels intense, the emotional response often follows. Doggy style activates physical pleasure through deeper stimulation. But it also triggers emotional bonding through the release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. That's why many partners report feeling closer or more emotionally satisfied afterward, even if they can't fully explain why. The psychology of visual stimulation. This position also gives a strong visual element to intimacy. Humans, especially men, are highly visual beings, and the sight of their partner can significantly heighten arousal and emotional engagement. From a psychological standpoint, seeing a partner in a vulnerable yet confident position can awaken feelings of admiration, attraction, and protectiveness, blending primal instincts with emotional depth, confidence, and body awareness. Those who enjoy this position often express higher confidence in their physicality. It's not only about pleasure, but also about being seen and appreciated. For the receiving partner, it can be a form of body acceptance, embracing their shape, posture, and movement without insecurity. For the giving partner, it's about appreciation, admiring their partner's beauty in a raw, unfiltered way. Emotional after effects. After intimacy in this position, many couples experience a stronger emotional connection. The mix of trust, physical satisfaction, and vulnerability tends to create a bonding effect. This is the reason psychologists consider doggy style more emotionally complex than it appears. It blends primal energy with emotional closeness. In short, doggy style reveals much more than physical desire. It's a psychological dance of power, trust, pleasure, and connection, showing how our minds and bodies work together in the most intimate moments. Part 3. What science says about doggy style and human psychology. While doggy style may look simple from the outside, modern psychology and relationship science show it reflects deep patterns of human emotion, communication, and connection. Researchers studying intimacy have found that sexual preferences often reveal subconscious needs for closeness, excitement, trust, or freedom. Sexual preference and personality psychology studies in human sexuality suggest that people who enjoy positions like doggy style often score higher on openness to experience, a personality trait linked to creativity, curiosity, and emotional intensity. These individuals usually value adventure and novelty in their relationships. They're more likely to see sex as a form of self-expression rather than just physical release. Communication beyond words. Every sexual act is a form of nonverbal communication. In doggy style, words may be few, but body language speaks volumes. The way partners move, respond, and adjust during the act shows levels of understanding, empathy, and trust. Psychologists note that when partners feel emotionally safe, they can explore even the most primal or playful sides of intimacy without judgment. This emotional freedom builds stronger bonds over time. Hormonal and brain chemistry effects. During intimate moments, the body releases a flood of hormones, dopamine, which boosts pleasure and excitement, and oxytocin, which strengthens emotional connection. In positions like doggy style, where stimulation and intensity are higher, these chemicals surge even more, creating a unique blend of pleasure and attachment. That's why many people report feeling a mix of physical satisfaction and emotional closeness afterward. It's biology and psychology working hand in hand for balancing passion and connection. Doggy style isn't just about dominance or submission, it's about balance. Some couples use it to reignite passion in long-term relationships, while others see it as a way to express emotional trust. When approached with communication and consent, this position becomes a powerful reminder that real intimacy involves both physical desire and emotional safety. The psychological takeaway at its core, doggy style represents the human ability to blend instinct with emotion, freedom with trust, and pleasure with connection. It reminds us that sexuality is not only biological, it's deeply psychological. The more partners understand the emotions behind their preferences, the stronger and more fulfilling their relationships become. In the end, sex isn't just about positions, it's about understanding human nature. Doggy style simply reveals how primal instincts, emotional vulnerability, and mental chemistry come together to form one of the most fascinating parts of human behavior.